All right, so what we're going to do is age word problems, okay? I love these things. They're so fun. And as you get better at these, I'll throw some harder ones at you. Sometimes, like I could give you a problem where there's actually 3 columns, right? Where you have an age now, you have an age in the future, and you have an age in the past. And then it's kind of, they're really fun because you have to figure out which one do I have to put in first and stuff. But these are the beginning. So it says Eric is twice as old as Thorn. 4 years ago, the sum of their ages was 46 years. How old are each now? So it always, like when you read these, your brain gets all twisted, right? And it's hard to know what to do. I mean, it was for me when I first learned these. And so having a system, having a box to organize my data really helps. Do you remember this at all? Question? Comment? Oh, okay. So you create a box with 2 columns and 2 rows, right? And in your top row, you're going to do one of the persons, so that's Eric. The next one will be Thorn.
Oh, I remember this from last year.
Right? Yeah, we did this last year. This is just a review. This is just a review. And then, so all of this will be Thorn, and all of this will be Eric. Okay? And then up here, the first column, you do age now. Okay? Now, the second column is the other time frame that they talk about. What's the other time frame they talk about?
Then age later.
4 years ago. 4 years ago.
So it would be -4?
-4. This would be -4. You could write 4 years ago if you wanted, but isn't it clear that 4 years ago means you're subtracting 4? Doesn't that make sense to you?
Yeah.
4 years ago in the past, right? So understand this. You're going to fill out age now with the information that they gave you. And then the only difference between this and this is this will be this -4, right? So whatever I put here goes here -4. That make sense? So if Gary was 20 now, which he is, right? And 4 years ago, what was he? I was 16. And I was crazy at 16. Crazy. Oh my God, I was building banjos at 16. Oh, sorry. This is a video. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Sorry, nostalgia set in there just for a second. Okay. All right, so, right? So that's how it works. So the key is, do not read past the first sentence until you have filled out this entire box. If you do, I guarantee you'll mess up. Because you're going to feel you got to put a 4 in there, you got to put a 46 in there, and you got to put a sum in there. You're going to throw everything into the second box, right? So let's first deal with this. Eric is twice as old as Thorn. Who's younger? Thorn. Thorn is X. Wouldn't you agree with me? That's the base age.
Wait, can't we do their first name, the first letters, and then...
Here? Yeah.
No, let's
What do you mean?
because I have E and T.
Oh, you have E and T? That's fine. We can do that. We can make T. That's totally fine. T and E. That's fine. So we've got T. So Thorn is T. The only thing is, actually, we're not going to use a different letter for the second one. Because you're thinking of it in terms of the way we did it when we did systems of equations, right? And you missed the previous way that I taught those, which is where you just use one type of variable. So it'll make sense in just a second. Look at this. Would you agree with me that Eric, if it says Eric is twice as old as Thorn, Eric's age is based on Thorn's age, right? You have to know Thorn's age before you can tell me Eric's age, right? Because it says Eric is twice as old as Thorn. Well, if I know Thorn is 2, Eric is twice, 2 times 2, Eric is 4. If I know that Thorn is 8, Eric is twice 8, which is 16, right? See what I'm saying? It's base, so the base age is that. So I'm going to make Thorn T.
Wait, I'm 4 years old.
Not yet, not yet. We'll find out. We'll find out very
Not
soon.
4 yet.
All right, Eric
3 right now.
is twice as old as Thorn. How could I write this in terms of
Two.
t?
Plus two.
That would be 2 more than.
times.
T, twice means 2 times, right? So it's 2 times t, or 2t. Does that make sense? Yeah?
Can you do T too?
No, you always put the you put the number first and then the variable. Okay, in algebra, that's just that's the formal way to do it. And then what goes here?
C2
2t minus 4.
2t. I just rewrite this and then I put minus 4 exactly. And what goes here?
T minus 4.
T, that goes here, and then I go minus 4. All right. Now that my whole thing is filled out, I now can read past that dot, that period. And it says 4 years ago. Ah, which column is 4 years ago?
Right.
The second one. That's the column we're going to use. So whenever it says Eric, Eric is not 2t. Eric is 2t minus 4. Because we're talking about 4 years ago now. Right? So whenever it says Eric, we're going to use 2t minus 4. Whenever it says Thorn, we're going to use t minus 4. Okay? So now we're going to use the finger. All right, in math, it's okay to use the finger, right? I mean, like point,
You know it.
point, right? You know it. Point. All right, so 4 years ago, that means this column, right? It says the sum of their ages. The sum of their ages. Whose ages? Ah, so what's Eric's age?
2t
Minus 4.
Did you follow the same finger? That's what you did, right? You saw that. 2t minus 4. And then the sum means what? What do I do to it?
You add their.
I add it. All right, and then that's Eric's. What about Thorn's age?
T minus 4.
T minus 4. Okay,
Equals
and then it says some was. What do I put for was? Equals
46.
46, right? That's pretty easy. 2t plus t is 3t. Minus 4 and minus 4 is minus 8 equals 46. I want the t's all by themselves, so I add 8, and then I got 3t is equal to 54, I believe. Am I doing that right? I think so. 54. Divide by 3, excuse me, divide by 3, t is equal to, 3 goes in a 5 once, with 2 left over, 2 goes with the 4, 24. 3 goes in 24 8 times, 18. Thorn.
So Eric's
You are
36.
an old
Eric is 36.
young man.
Thorn is 18.
Okay. So then, now let's look at the question. It says now, how old are each now?
I'm 36.
What is, yeah, you are. So the column that says age now, I go back to this. Oh, well, now T is, Thorn is T. And I just figured out T is 18. So now, Thorn is 18, and Eric correctly knows his name, his age, is, what did you say again?
32.
36.
36, right, is 36. 2 times 18, right, which is 36. So that's pretty easy, right? It's interesting, we used an age 4 years ago to find T. And then we use T in the age now to find out their age now. Isn't that
That's
interesting?
really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, what time? We have, see, I told you, oh wait, that's a phone.
Can we do one
I don't know what that is. Okay.
How do you know?
All right.
Okay, what goes
Now,
in
what we're gonna do,
later?
can I erase
4
this?
years later.
Can I erase this? Yes? I can erase this? We're gonna do another one really fast. One more. We're still recording. All right, so let's have it quiet. Get ready with your notes, because you guys are going to, here. Oh.
And we're out of time.
I know. This is not erased very well. How many is blue? How many blue?
That was smart.
This is a great video. Okay. Hi. Here we go. Where is it? Okay, guys, let's write it together. Everybody, get your pens out. Write this together. Pencils, pens, whatever. Write it together. This is number 2. I think you can read that. Maya is 18 years older than Violet.
I don't know why you guys find this so funny.
In 6 years,
Last year it was very
in
easy.
6 years, she will be 4 years less than 3 times Violet's age. How old are each? Okay, so immediately, we have 4 minutes to do this. So immediately, we draw our box. The box makes so much sense when you do it, because then you know what to do with everything. So immediately we have Maya, and we have Violet, right? And I have age now as my first column. I always make that my first column. And my second column is in 6 years. Would that be +6 or -6? +6. I put a +6 right there. All right, now I'm going to fill out my age now. Maya is 18 years older than Violet. Who's younger? Violet. Do you want to make her a V? You can, or you can use X. You can use X or V. We'll use V. So Violet is V. Maya is 18 years older than V. V plus 18, exactly. Everybody's with me on that, right?
Yeah.
So now, do not read past that. Don't suddenly write, in 6 years, she'll be 4 years less than 3 times Violet, because you're just going to start doing 4 years less than 3 times V plus 18, and then you're going to have, I don't know,
It's gonna be all crazy.
it's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be
That is not the way you do it. Remember, all you have to do, once you have this, is you look here. It tells you what to do. You add 6 to everything that's there. So I could write V plus 18 plus 6, but what's 18 plus 6? 24. So I could just write V plus 24. And then what would I put here?
X or V plus 6.
V plus 6. V plus 6. All right? So now that I have gotten that filled up, I can start reading the second line. It says, in 6 years. Which column is that? The right one. That means I'm going to use all of this information. Whenever it says Maya, that's what I write. Whenever it says Violet, that's what I write. Here we go. In 6 years, she, that's Maya. Maya, V, plus 24. Where am I? She, Maya, will be. That's equals, right? 4 years less than. How do I put that?
-4.
-4 off to the right. Because I have to have the whatever she's less than first, right?
Yeah.
Less than 3 times Violet's age. How do I write that?
So 3x plus 6. Or
3 parentheses V plus 6, right? Yeah, 3 parentheses V plus 6. Now I just solve it, right? Pretty easy. So I got V plus 24 is equal to 3V plus 18 minus 4. I notice I could combine those. So I've got V plus 24 is equal to 3V plus 14. And then I could subtract V, right?
Wait, plus what?
14? Because 18 minus 4 is 14.
Oh, yeah.
Right? All right, I'm just simplifying, right? And then, now I'm subtracting my V's. So I have 24 is equal to 2V plus 14. I want to get rid of my 14 because I want my V's all by themselves.
So you subtract that.
Right, I subtract that. And then I've got 10 is equal to 2V. Divide by 2, divide by 2. V is equal to 5, right? So I come back here and I say, because they say how old are each now. Violet
5 years old.
is a sweet 5 years old. Is 5. And of course Maya
It's 23.
is a very mature 23-year-old. Right? 23. And we have answered our question because Violet is 18 years more than, Maya is 18 years more than Violet. 5 plus 18 is 23. So you guys are good at those. So homework tonight is going to be, listen up. Homework tonight is going to be problems like this, and then I'm giving you an extra sheet to practice exponent rules. So it's 3 pages total, right? So